Hi, my name is Suzanne Mosley, and I'm an Usborne Books and More consultant, and I wanted to share with you some of my favorite Usborne books that allow you to really genuinely bond with your children. This is one of my favorite characteristics of Usborne books, so I wanted to show you some of the ones that our family has loved and enjoyed, and as a parent, these books have really helped me bond, just spend some quality time with my kids, reading with them and laughing, and they're just great books, so I wanted to highlight those with you. So it's a little dark in my room right now because one of my favorites is this book. It's called Secrets of the Apple Tree, and this book is like none I've ever experienced. It's a shine the light book. So this one is about an apple tree, and it's actually a really cool sciencey type book. It gives you different information about the habitats, this habitat involving an apple tree and just the animals around it. Anyway, it's just really cool from a science perspective, but also it's just a really cool interactive book, and I promise your children are going to love it. We just used this last week, and it was amazing. So how this book works, it's a shine the light book, so you need a flashlight. So you read the text. Okay, I'll just read this. An apple tree is green with leaves in summer. Can you see what it looks like in winter? So it's asked a question, can you see what it looks like in winter? So this is what it looks like. So my handy dandy flashlight here. So to find the answer to what the tree looks like in winter, I shine the light behind it, and you can see what it looks like in winter. Isn't that cool? So each page is like that. This is a fun one. Some little birds. Many animals live around the tree. Can you see who the bird is about to grab? They're the worms. Isn't that amazing? I love it. So that is our Secrets of the Apple Tree book. And there's also the Secrets of the Seashore, which is kind of a beach-themed seashore book, and it's the same concept. It's a shine the light book, and you need your flashlight with it. And we used it the other night. We all crawled on the bottom bunk of my son's bed, me and all three of my sons. We had a flashlight, we had the covers over our head, and we read this book, and it was amazing. And we laughed, and they fought over not fought, but you know what I mean, they wrestled to see who could have the flashlight to shine on the next page, and it was just a great memory, a great time of just bonding together with my boys. I loved it. So this is Secrets of the Apple Tree. There's also Secrets of the Seashore, so check those out. I'm going to turn the light on now that we're done with our flashlight book, so it's a little lighter in here. Okay, now, yay, that's better. Alright, this is Usborne Big Books of Little Stories, and this is a combined volume, so there are multiple stories in this book, and we have enjoyed it because these are classic stories, like Three Little Pigs, Little Miss Muppet, the story of Pinocchio. So we've just been really enjoyed reading them with my boys because these were stories that I read when I was little, so it's fun that I didn't read them, my parents read them to me, so it's fun for me now as a parent to get to read those to them, and they have laughed hysterically. The Emperor's New Clothes is in this book, which is hilarious. If you don't know that story, you need to buy this book and read it to your children because they will laugh hysterically. So this is Big Book of Little Stories. It'd be perfect for bedtime. So this would be a great Christmas, birthday gift, baby gift, because it's a lot of stories in one. It's hardback. It has the fabric edging and binding, which makes it just really pretty. And it has the little bookmarks so you can keep your place every night. It's just a great book. So I wanted to show you that one because you will definitely have some good quality bonding at bedtime, or cuddle up on the couch with your kiddos reading with the Big Book of Little Stories. These 1001 books, we have the pirate things, and we have the farm version. But Usborne has multiple versions of these, and I just wanted to, I'll show you the pirate one. It's one of the oldest Usborne books we have in our family. I think we got it about 6 years ago. But I have enjoyed using this with my sons because we can just sit on the couch together or right before bed and work through the pages, and it just is giving us, again, some quality time together to talk and to laugh, and it's interactive, so you get to do it together. So that's always a perk for me as a parent. So what you do, there's always a 2-page spread, and around the edge of the pages, it tells you how many things you're going to spot. So like, this is pirate themed, so there are 5 saws, 4 pirates sewing sails. So what we do is we just pick one. Okay, let's look for the 5 saws. And so we look through the picture, which is always beautifully illustrated and just really hilarious. They're always doing something really funny in each scene. So we look through it, we find the 5 saws, and then we go to the next one. So it's a fun book to use together with your child. Also love this too for car trips, because it allows them to have something to do, you know, to prevent boredom and to prevent them asking to play the iPhone. So I'm like, hey, look at your 2001 pirate things to spot book, and even though they've done it a million times, they're always excited to see it again and get to look for the items again. So it's great. Keep it in your car for carpool line, baseball practice, those kind of things. And then I love this book. It's called You Choose. And again, if you want a book that will help you really connect with your kid and find out what's going on in their little hearts and their little minds, I would highly recommend You Choose. This one is What Kind of Home Would You Choose? So it's always a 2-page spread. It asks a question, and it's filled with pictures that your child can point to answer the question. So they don't have to know how to read yet to be able to read this book, quote unquote, read the book. And then you can ask them the question, what kind of home would you like to live in? And then they'll answer by pointing like, oh, I would like to live in a castle. And then you as a parent go, well, why would you want to live in a castle? And then you get to hear more just insight into their little hearts and their personalities. And it's really amazing. I love it. Here's another page. When you get hungry, what would you eat? So again, there's 1,000 options here, and you can ask them, and then my boys are always, well, what would you pick, Mommy? What would you pick? So I get to answer. It's just fun. Just fun. So this is You Choose. And then our last one is Jonathan James and the What If Monster. I highly recommend this for any child in your family or relative or friend who is maybe a little anxiety prone. This book is about Jonathan James, and he goes through some different situations in life, and this little what if monster always kind of plants seeds of doubt in his mind. So Jonathan James is climbing a tree. The what if monster says, what if you tumble? What if there's wind? What if you slip and your knee gets all skinned? So he's planting doubt and anxiety and just to be in a just negative little voice in Jonathan James's head. But at the end of the book, it's awesome. Sorry. Here we go. Jonathan James puts his little hands on his hips and he said, now wait just a minute. I have something to say. After hearing what ifs all through the day, I hear all your worries, I hear all your claims, but what if you're wrong? Asked Jonathan James. What if I climb to the top of that tree and I never slip or skin up my knee? And what if I jump right into the pool and everyone thinks that I look pretty cool? And so all the scenarios from the previous pages, at the end of the book, Jonathan James goes through them and says to the what if monster, well, what if all these good things happen instead of all the bad things that you've said? And it's really great. And it's just, I love how books can be a bridge to have conversations with children. And if you have a child that's just hesitant about anything, going to school, playing baseball, making friends, this is a good book that you can read with them and just have a really just heart to heart with them about the what ifs that can enter our mind, and that what if monster can be wrong. And there's also like a little plush stuffed animal what if monster you can order with the book. You can order it separately or you can order it together, but it's really fun too. I really like that. So if you have a kid that's just nervous or anxiety prone, this would be a great book to read, just to encourage them and to help them have some vocabulary and have some wording to, where they can be Jonathan James and look at all that, the what if monster in their own lives and say, hey, well, what if you're wrong? And it can help them build confidence and whatever is making them afraid. So great book for parents, for grandparents. So that's it. Those are my books I wanted to highlight that will help you as a parent bond with your child. Obviously, there are many more with Usborne, but these are a few of my favorites. So if you've enjoyed,